Hello everybody, my name is Connor and we are here with a interesting game. We've got Doflamingo versus Vegapunk. I was really excited to play this game and see how Vegapunk did into Doflamingo because I love Vegapunk. I think he's a really fun deck, but man, I struggle with him. So we end up dropping the Sengoku first, bottom decking a Jinbei because my mulliganed hand is so not great. If you guys saw, we had 3 of our 2K laws, a Jinbei, and a Sengoku. So we're pretty good on counter, but yeah, just not exactly where we want to be. So 3 Dawn gives us an option to either swing 7 and blind flip, or play something down. And I am gonna swing 7 and blind flip because he does have the blocker Luffy, or excuse me, the egghead Luffy. So we swing 8 and he takes, let's see if he gets a trigger. He decides not to trigger it if he gets a trigger. Not getting a trigger in Vegapunk, very cringe, honestly. But yeah, this match I find it really interesting, and I hope you guys do too. Definitely feel like I had a lot of momentum at the beginning, and yeah, it just kind of fizzled out, which is really interesting. So he taps 2 to drop the egghead stage, which is really solid. Hate that thing. It really proved to be a nuisance here. So he ends up putting a card up top. I can't see what card that is with the way that my screen is set up, and that beautiful glare. Swinging 7 at life here. Yeah, I really can't see what that is. We decided to take it, getting a Gecko, and then he does use Egghead Luffy to pop the Boa blocker, which is a bit of a bummer, but that is kind of what I expected. Part of the reason I didn't want to play the Jinbei, and we do end up getting Teach here, which is so nice. Teach can help us set up our Jinbei. So we do end up dropping 2 for Teach, and we are going to put that Jinbei on top, I believe. I guess there's a world where I put the Boa on top, but okay, yeah, so I do play the Sengoku. I don't really hate that play, but I think I'm searching for some counter, some more bodies. I am going to take that Gecko. I think that's a good idea. Get some cycle going, especially because we only have 1 of our Jinbeis right now, and I think Jinbei is pretty useful in the Doflamingo deck. So we use Teachability to attach to Dawn, putting a mystery card up top. I bet you guys can't guess what card it is. We swing 7, tapping 1. Oh my gosh, it's a Jinbei. Who could have seen that coming? Not me. And we end up playing out the, what is that? That's Weevil. And drawing what looked to be a Boa. Oh, the card is Frankie. Okay. Really solid choice there, actually. Oh no, we drew a Perfume Femur. Perfume Femur is, I understand why it's in the deck, but as a one-of, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Perfume Femur. I don't think it, to me, it just feels like a dead card in my hand half the time, unfortunately. But my opponent tapping 1 to place the event I require help, I think is what it is actually, but Egghead, it says it weird, I think. I don't know. And he ends up dropping the Nami to pop the Weevil, discarding a beautiful Altar Bonnie. Kind of jealous, but that's okay. And then swinging 5, and I give him the 2K in one of our laws, not our pretty law. Egghead lets him restand, and he passes turn. So I will say, I do hope that the camera shaking is less noticeable. My videos take a lot longer to render, but I've found the way to stabilize my videos. So hopefully it doesn't wiggle as much. It just takes like an extra hour for them to stabilize. Not even an hour. I don't want to say an hour, but we're sitting at, what is this, 8 Dawn it looks like, if I had to quickly count. No, that's still not right. 7 Dawn it looks like. Not the worst thing. We set 3 aside, and I think I'm just forgetting that I could play the what is his name? The Teach. But I don't have a ton of cards that I think are really... I don't really have a play, I don't think. With my hand being full of the... of cards I don't necessarily want to play, I guess I could, in theory, play down a Gecko and then use Teachability to put something on top. Maybe at this point a Weevil, just to get some more cards in hand. But yeah, we'll see what I end up doing. This is, of course, after the tournament. You can see my really shiny winner Shura over there. I do end up grabbing a 2K. That's an interesting choice there, if you ask me. And I think I am going to... I think I'm thinking about leader ability, or teachability, but we swing 7 into life. And one thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to play around that Egghead Luffy, which I kind of knew he was going to bring back. So, teachability lets me attach to Rested Dawn. And I think we put, yeah, we just go ahead and put the, what is his name? The Gecko up top. Trashing our Sengoku, playing down another Gecko. I will tilt that sideways in a second. And we grab the Boa blocker. And so here where I'm like, sick. I got him down to 0 life. Okay, we're cooking. Okay, I will tap that. I should be tapping that Gecko. That Gecko comes in rested. Whoopsies. This is a casual game, so at least there's that. And I'm going to tell you guys, it does not matter that I didn't tap that Gecko in the grand scheme of things. But still... misplays are misplays. Doesn't matter if they're casual misplays or serious misplays. Yeah, so my opponent does have a pretty menacing board, and Vegapunk's ability just to, you know, regain some life, pretty tough in the grand scheme of things. And yeah, he ends up tapping 3, playing down a Lilith, getting a search off. And I'm not sure what he takes here. This was a couple days ago at this point, but we'll find out what he takes in a moment here. He ends up taking Shaka. Super unfortunate for me. I was really hoping not to see Shaka. At this point in the game, I am thinking, okay, he's got Shaka. If he plays Shaka down, that's okay. We have Perfume Femur. So my hope is that we can just get him to take that Shaka and then Perfume Femur for game. But we'll see. He swings 7 into Jinbei, and that's really unfortunate. And I think I give him my regular law and my shiny law, wanting to keep Jinbei alive. Which, like, thinking about it now, not in the game, there's a good chance I should have just let Jinbei go. He's not only draining cards out of my hand at this point, but he is, he's just gonna Egghead Luffy it. So I give him the 2K there, thinking that that counters out, and then I go, oh wait, math is hard, and we end up just letting the Jinbei go, which is unfortunate in the fact that he Egghead Luffy pops one of my other bodies. So if this turn were to go as planned, I would swing, get him to take Shaka, and then load up probably Gecko, but I don't think that's the play. We drop the Buggy, trying to see if we can get what we can get, and Buggy is still one of those cards that I'm learning, so I think I do end up bottom decking these. I know I bottom deck some cards, and then I go, wait a second, I can't do that. So I am thinking about setting up so I get the law just to get something. I don't know. I think I should have gone Weevil, because then if I leader ability and Weevil, that's a stronger play. But we'll see. I think I might really goof here. He does have a lot of cards in hand, but we swing 7, trying to get some cards out of hand. He gives us 2 cards. There's my fucking wrist. I'm so sorry. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to do this. Camera, my new stand is like stronger, but definitely like harder to move. So we are working on it. I'm so sorry. We go ahead, tap 4 to play the boa, which lets me, I think, organize the top 3 again. So I'm looking, making sure I want to put them that way. And I hope I move Weevil. I should move Weevil. I think moving Weevil and then getting the... I don't, though. So I think that's a bit of a misplay. I think that Weevil would be a better option. But seeing as he countered out, kind of unfortunate. So we will go ahead and attach 2 and swing 7, playing out the law. Rested. I am not resting my characters. What is this? Oh, yeah. Okay, so law lets me bounce something back to my hand. I bounce the buggy. Am I going to rest it? I rest him. Look at me go. Yeah, so I bounce buggy, just showing my opponent that I did bounce the buggy. And I bounce his Lilith. It was a tough choice. I didn't want to bounce his Frankie, because Frankie is a 2K. But Lilith being a searcher, it was tough. I don't think that... I don't know. I'd be curious to what you guys would have bounced out of what he had on his board. He does end up dropping the Yamato down, popping my boa blocker, and then he's back at 3 life. And he, like, at this moment, I feel like Vegapunk is gaining momentum, gaining speed, and I am dwindling. He's doing a really good job of swinging into my board, and I think there's a good chance I'm spending too much trying to save my board. But yeah, with 3 life, with the board I have, I can't, like, I don't see a world where I get through. So definitely a bummer there. But we'll just keep swinging 7s. We can't really swing into his board because of the Egghead event restanding his characters, and he gets the Nami. Pretty unfortunate there. Swinging 8 with Law, and I do think I try and go for game here, but miss math if I'm not mistaken. Thinking, okay, if I swing enough, he can, I mean, you know, I can do this, but he ends up getting the Rygo trigger and KOing my Law, which is just super unfortunate. Thankfully, I did get the swing in with Law, but yeah, I think there I also asked if they became rested now that he's KO'd. The Dawn became rested now that he's KO'd, and they do. So I am thinking about swinging 7 with Dofi and then using Teach ability to teach maybe. But okay, so I use Teach ability on Dofi, kind of sorting out the rest of my Dawn, and I think, oh man, I just swing really. Am I really swinging that aggressively? I am swinging really aggressively. Tapping 1. I Teach ability. There we go. Put Weevil up top. Play out the Weevil. Draw a card. We draw into a 2K. The Shaka comes down. Yeah, I don't like that play looking back. I think at the moment, I was like, yeah, that's fine. I just live. And I can, you know, use Perfume Femur. But he does end up popping Teach with another Yamato. Pretty unfortunate. I think then using Leader ability to heal 1 more. I think potentially I should have, instead of loading that much Dawn onto Dofi, I think I should have just... Man, I really should have swung with Teach there, I think. And that thing, I think, would put me in a better position, depending on what my opponent has in hand. So we end up taking a lot of life there. Not really much we can do. And yeah, I mean, he's got a full board. I have nothing. Like, really, really lost my momentum quickly, I felt, in this game. Like, I just could not close it out within the first, like, I want to say 10 minutes, but probably, like, even shorter than that. and Vegapunk kind of just went loco, went crazy, you know. So we play down the Jinbei, and I think I was thinking about getting Teach back, but I do end up taking Boa. I'll put Boa in my hand eventually, don't worry. Forward on, yep, there we go. Just play out Boa, that's fine. And yeah, I think at this point, I feel like I'm just clamoring here. And I think I am gonna play. Okay, I don't hate that. I think we're gonna leader ability and then get the potentially Teach back. I might go for a 2K, getting the Gecko. And yeah, I'm thinking about 2K. I'm thinking about Teach. We do end up getting rid of his Frankie, I believe, which is good. That's one less body, but yeah, I am torn between grabbing Teach or grabbing a 2K, and I do decide to grab the 2K, just because with the way that my opponent his hand has been looking, yeah, I need to grab it. And as you can see, Perfume Femur has just kind of been in my hand this whole game, and I think that there are times where I could have used Perfume Femur, like swinging with Teach with Perfume Femur might have been a play. When he had 0 life, instead of loading all that Dawn on the Dofi. But there is also the possibility that that was not it either. I think there was some poor Dawn splitting, and yeah, his board is just very, very nasty. We end up 1K'ing out of the Lilith swing with the cards he has in hand. He ends up playing down a Nami to pop my board, trashing Zoro, popping the Boa, and yeah, with the amount of swings he has left, this is not looking very good. I have 2 life, he has 2 life. I'm gonna absolutely hate editing this video because of how his life has fluctuated. With the 9 into Gecko, just absolutely dismantling my board and making it very hard for me to do anything in return. Even the fact that he can swing with the Shaka and get the ability to, do something there, really unfortunate. Swing your Shaka and restand the Shaka, such a pain in my butt. And with his 4 Dawn, he just attaches his own Vegapunk for fun. And yeah, we are absolutely playing on the back foot. Like, there is no way out of this mess. He didn't stand Shaka there. I think he will. Yeah, there he goes. He does restand Shaka. And with 2 swings, there's really... Oh, it's tough, man. This is tough. This was, I think this game went on. If I could have closed it out earlier, we definitely would have had it, but just not having enough bodies to close it out, really unfortunate. We tap 4, we play a Boa. I think it's my best option to try and protect myself and, just try and do something. Our deck is dwindling, our hand is looking really weak. The Perfume Femur has just been sitting in my hand all game. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough out here. But yeah, and you guys can see my hand is just not good. I think that there is a possibility I swing into one of the Yamatos to try and clear board, to try and do something there. And I do. I swing 9 into Yamato with the Jinbei. Just trying to live long enough to do something. And then we swing 7. I don't know exactly how I feel about this. 7 into life, and we get the Weevil to drawing another 2K, but the I require help comes in. I think gets him a Luffy, Egghead Luffy. No, another Nami. And just Raigo's. Trashes Raigo, pops my blocker, and it's gonna be a slim chance depending on how he splits his Dawn, but it's looking really grim for us, just kind of unable to finish out the game when we had the momentum. So who knows? I know I'm not the best One Piece player in the world, but maybe this is the tech. And there he ends up dropping the 6-cost mom, and I'm like, fuck you, man. But I end up trashing 2 cards, and yeah, with 6-cost mom, like, I kind of know, like, this is over, dude. So he does put the S-Snake into life, with a 9k swing and plenty of Dawn to just kind of make it hurt. I go ahead and give him a counter out of that one. Swinging the 5, I counter, and 6 I take, and that's game. So, yeah, really kind of, I feel like, yeah, if you let Vegapunk get to late game, I feel like he's definitely stronger. And yeah, I just don't think we had a lot of good momentum. I think this was the game where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take Sengoku out. I feel like Sengoku, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Sengoku in this deck. I think Perona is a better option, because, I mean, I'm running everything but Warlord. Like, I'm running so many Warlord cards, that, like, I don't think there's anything that I don't want to see. I think, like, with the Sengoku out of the deck, I think I'm running 3 Puddings and 4 Perona, and I think that's the only non-Warlord cards I run. I think, don't quote me on that. So, yeah, Sengoku, he got the boot. But yeah, I think that it could be Pilot Air there, but my inability to close out the game definitely, close out the game early on, definitely cost me this game. That was tough, and I just wanted to show this game because, I mean, we love Vegapunk in this house, and hopefully he gets a little more love, because he's a very fun deck to play. But I'm going to call it there, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, hit that like button down below. Helps me out more than you could ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new. And I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.